I'm Bill Jawitz with Time Savvy Attorneys. Here's a counterintuitive thought for you. Stop giving yourself deadlines. Why? Because they're not real. The only real deadlines are externally dictated. So instead, make careful commitments and think of them that way, as agreements that you make with yourself and with others. The origin of the word deadline, as it turns out, is germane here. It turns out that prior to becoming synonymous with due date, deadline referred to the specific boundary around a Civil War detention camp beyond which an escape-minded prisoner would be shot. Then, some decades later, with advances in printing press technology, journalists borrowed the mechanical meaning of the word, which was where ink stopped being printed on the edge of a page, to describe the day and time their stories had to be filed by. So in both contexts, it's the imposition of an external authority or condition that creates the motivation to comply. And that's why it's so hard to give ourselves deadlines. What are the consequences if we miss a self-imposed deadline? Stress, guilt, but we're not going to be shot, right? Look, obviously it is challenging for a lot of reasons to keep the commitments we make to getting specific things done at specific times. We take on too much. We underestimate how long something will take. We struggle to stay on top of organization and priorities. And most of us, to one degree or another, subconsciously want or even need the pressure of that externally generated deadline. Well, true deadlines trigger adrenaline, and we're finally forced to focus our energy and time. We temporarily cease struggling with what to do because there's finally no options left, right? So this isn't just a matter of semantics. The psychological difference between establishing a mental deadline that carries the linguistic illusion of being external and making a carefully considered commitment that comes from within is huge. It's a matter of being in integrity with yourself, really, and with the words that come out of your mouth. I think of the classic client service adage that applies here: under promise and over deliver. So try practicing this week. Set your intention to notice the internal dialogue that you're having with yourself about when you're going to get something done. And pay attention to the words that come out of your mouth about those commitments. Ask yourself if you can really keep those commitments that you're making, and amend your words if you need to. As longtime readers of my Time Savvy brief have heard me say over and over, time management is really self-management. And improved self-management always, always starts with increased awareness.